about you, Heidi? How are you? Where are you putting your efforts in this direction? Because I think in your business, it really is essential.
Yeah, so for our business, because we are doing all of the production and packaging in-house and it changes, our menu changes in its entirety every week, we're putting our efforts into our online
Mm-hmm.
presence. And our packaging actually has very little information other than just kind of reheating instructions and, kind of eat by quantity size, that sort of thing. So we really, when we relaunched the website about a year ago, we put a lot of emphasis on, making sure that we had additional, gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free, kind of vegan, all of the designations that were easy for people to identify with and filter, so they can,
Yeah.
so the shopping experience is just a more streamlined approach to what their to their actual dietary needs. So, and we do,
Mhm.
keep it changing all the time. So if somebody who's vegan doesn't find a lot of options this week, there may be more next week, that sort of thing. So we're really putting our efforts into our menu development and creation and the website information.
Wow, that's good. I think that's because that's going to define the consumer loyalty, and consumers are really keen on knowing what they're buying, and with the way technologies are rapidly kind of accelerating, Shopify and Magento and all these platforms might be having uh, they are adopting to augmented reality, virtual reality. I think augmented reality is going to allow brands to kind of help consumers in knowing their product inside out just by pointing a camera. They can see the product in 3 dimensions, know everything what's inside it, and that's going to change the game because today's consumers are becoming more educated, they are more aware, and they want to know, they want to connect with the brands, they want to buy products from brands which are socially responsible, they have which have less carbon footprint, and all these things kind of resonate with the consumers. And if the consumers are comfortable, they are going to easily recommend the products to other consumers. So that's always the case there. So how do you kind of make sure that your consumers are getting that information clearly and transparently? Because labeling, packaging is going to define, because most of the time people want to know what are they having, and how do you plan on anything that you have done differently that to kind of distinguish yourself? The font, the labeling can really make a huge difference in educating the consumers. And once the consumers get that education, once that learning curve is attained, it's very easy to acquire them. So any thoughts that you have there, Adam, on this particular topic?
Did you ask me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I mean, this has, become a major issue, especially as we've scaled. I mean, we have a full QC department now, and a scientist kind of heading up that department. Um, we have all of our raw materials tested before it goes into the can. We have our lot testing after production. We do full audits and site inspections at all of our co-packing facilities. We maintain most of the relevant certifications from, kosher, halal, gluten-free, non-GMO, et cetera, et cetera. So,
Mhm.
different certifications matter to a varying degree to different people. I mean, if you are a gluten-free person, you're only eating gluten-free or drinking gluten-free. So that's most relevant to you. If you're, Jewish and you are a kosher eater, then that's what matters to you. So, we've really looked at
Yeah.
and got as many of the certs that we can qualify for. What we're going through right now is the NSF process. So, we can,
Mhm.
show for professional athletes specifically, although we already have a massive professional and collegiate customer base. When you're approaching teams, you want that NSF for sports. So that's what we're tackling currently.
Great advice there.